right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I've got for you guys today, the first physique update that we've seen from Big Ramy in quite some time. And I was able to confirm that this was actually recent. So this is the most recent update of Ramy's physique that we've seen. And honestly, I don't think we've seen anything from Ramy in terms of his physique since the Arnold Classic 2023, almost a year ago now. He's been extremely quiet since losing his title in general in 2022 to Hadi Choopan. And we know that the reason why he chose to forego this year's Mr. Olympia was because he wants to really take time to heal and see what the extent of these stem cell treatments can really do for his physique, especially with the back and especially with the triceps. Those, I think, were the main two issue points of this speculated nerve damage that he has, which seems to be the reason for his dramatically low placing at that 2022 Mr. Olympia. But it's kind of crazy to think about that since Ramy has won, there's already been two new Open Olympia bodybuilding champions. I remember the first year that Ramy won, there were lots of people saying this could be like an era of Big Ramy, and he can just win for years because there's not really a whole lot of standouts. And then in the years since Ramy won, you had all these guys rise to the top really fast. I mean, Hadi had kind of always been there. But you had Nick Walker, Samson Dauda, Andrew Jacked, Derek Lunsford, Michael Krizo. All these top guys that we talk about now, they came after Ramy's first Olympia win. They started to rise after that. So it's pretty crazy how quickly things have changed. So looking at Ramy in this update, the question is, when do we think we'll see Ramy on stage next? The other question being, how much will he be healed or improved or recovered in those weaker aspects like his mid to lower back and his triceps? And I think the third question that's important here is in this new landscape where Derek is the champion, and you've got these up-and-comers, even though Nick Walker's injured, but Nick Walker, Krizo, Andrew Jacked, Samson Dauda. No matter what Ramy does, will he still be as dangerous as he once was if by some miracle he's back at 100%? If he comes back next year looking like 2020 Big Ramy. Some people were sending this to me saying, well, Ramy looks really lean here. He looks like he's going to be competing soon. I don't think Ramy looks that lean here. I think he looks good. I think he looks really big. I think even though you can't see his back, his arms, including his triceps, look really, really full. But it's important to remember that because Ramy won an Olympia, he's qualified for the Olympia for life. I don't think he's going to do the Arnold Classic, and I don't think we're going to see him compete before the Olympia if he does the Olympia this year. Because, again, he does not need to qualify. He can do it whenever he wants. So personally, I do think we'll see Ramy again in 2024, but I don't think it'll be before the Olympia. And honestly, based on this video, I think there probably have been some improvements. He looks really big, really full. You can still see that there's still something going on with the tricep where it's not the way that it used to look. But who knows? He's still got a whole year till the next Olympia. There could be a lot of changes. Or, well, a little bit under a year, but still. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about Ramy's latest update. Now, next up in the news, GoodVito, Vitaly Ugonikov, post an update before and after surgery. He posted this physique update right before the surgery, saying that the surgery would be December 12th, which was today. And then he posted a follow-up saying that the surgery went well and everything's okay, and now he's on the road to recovery. Now, this surgery was for an umbilical hernia. So a lot of people noticed, especially the last time we saw him on stage and at the last guest posing he did, that he had some distension going on with his midsection, and he had kind of a weird look around his belly button. And back at that time, we speculated, even on this channel, umbilical hernia. And he never came out and said it. But remember, he was planning on trying to compete in the Olympia this year, trying to qualify. And there are all these shows that he was going to do, but the reason he didn't do them was a combination of the fact that his baby was about to be born and the fact that he was having visa issues and his visa was not being approved to travel to the countries that those competitions right before the Olympia were being held. So he wasn't able to get there. So I think it's important to make that distinction, that this surgery, this hernia, This was not the reason we didn't see him in the Olympia. This was not the reason we didn't see him compete and try to qualify in 2023. And I'm glad to hear the surgery went well, and I really do feel that GoodVito, Vitali, is one of these up-and-coming stars. I think once he competes, he's going to win. Once he wins, he's going to the Olympia. I think at his first Olympia, he will. I think he's going to make waves. I think this is really someone that's a young guy. He has the talent. He has the physique. He has the size. We know that he's capable of bringing pretty competitive conditioning. I think the same way that Rubiel Neckzilla Mosquera, in the same way that Michael Cruzo made these really large impacts immediately upon turning pro in the IFBB and doing their first show. I think that's what we're going to see from GoodVito. I really do. So I hope that everything goes smoothly for him. Now, this past weekend, you had the NPC Nationals. So I wanted to show you guys the guy that won the overall in bodybuilding. He was also the light heavyweight champion of that show. And as you guys know, the winners of each class go head-to-head for the overall. He wound up taking the title. Trevor Birch, really nice-looking physique. He's got some really wide lats. Looks really good in the front shots with the wide flaring lats, just a really wide upper body. And I really liked his physique. I thought this guy looked incredible. Conditioning was good. He's got striated glutes, deep separated hamstrings. Kind of a classic, honestly, really kind of a classic look to his physique in those front shots. Kind of a Chris Bumstead-esque, a shorter Chris Bumstead-esque front lat spread. But I thought this guy had a really nice, unique physique. Now, the other guy that a lot of people are talking about that competed in NPC Nationals, and a lot of people are talking about leading up to the show, was the guy that won the super heavyweight portion of the show. And that was Justin Wyatt. So I'd seen a lot of people talking about him leading up to the show as being really the front runner. He was in really good condition. I think arguably better condition than the guy that won the overall. I just think the shape wasn't as good. And obviously, this Justin guy, he's massive. He's a mass monster. He's super heavy and a super heavy guy with a ton of muscle that came in really good condition. But I think proportionally and just the overall look of the physique just didn't look as balanced as the guy that they gave it to. And I think that's why that guy ended up winning. But I did see there was a little bit of a buzz of controversy that Justin didn't win the overall. But it's important to point out he still did get his IFBB Pro card. So both he and Trevor Birch, who won the overall, are your two newest IFBB pros. I would say the two real front runners of this show. And I think they both looked really good. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which physique did you guys prefer for the overall title at the NPC Nationals this past weekend? Now, the final story that I have for you guys today, Samson Dauda's latest physique update from, I think it was 3 days ago. This would put him pretty much exactly 12 weeks out from the 2024 Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio. He's already said publicly he's doing both the Arnold UK and the Arnold US, so he will be defending his title in Columbus at the Arnold Classic. He had the caption on this post, "We don't hit the brakes, we only ease off the throttle." Still looking in pretty impressive shape for a guy that's 12 weeks out, even though he did just compete multiple times just a few weeks ago. And we don't know what exactly those lineups are going to be, but we should be finding out soon. This is around the time that the Arnold Classic lineup, the competitor list for the Ohio show, is typically released. So I'd imagine before the end of December, we get that list and we get to see what Samson will be up against when he tries to defend his Arnold title for the very first time. Could we see a Hadi Chupin jump in that lineup? We know that we're not going to see Derek there. We know that we're not going to see Nick there. But could we see a Brandon Curry? Could we see even a new guy like a Rubiel, Neckzilla, or Marcelo, Horse MD? I think we'll find out very, very soon. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I haven't been posting as much lately, but I just kind of felt like there really hasn't been that much big bodybuilding news, so I figured a good time to take a little bit of a break for the holidays. But I'll still be posting videos all month, just a little bit more sporadically since there's not as much going on right now. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this holiday season, if you guys have been celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever. And I hope that you've been able to spend lots of time with friends and family. But that being said, as always, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NickStrengthPower. my Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power, my secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel, and consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.